Hey, you're watching Guitarist TV. And this is the Guitarist TV show. With Ingalisa Pope and Mike Diego.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Guitarist TV show. I'm Ingalisa Pope.
I'm Mike Diego, and today we're in London at the fabulous Planet Rock Radio. Today we have somebody really special on the show. Here's of course the blues titan rock and roll guitar player, Mr. Joe Bonamassa.
How you doing?
Hello, Joe.
You caught me at my third job. My first job is solo artist. My second job is guitar player for Black Country Communion. My third job is radio host on Planet Rock.
Fantastic.
I've been hosting a show here for 2 years, so we're here to record some shows, and because I'm about to set out on the road for another 7 weeks, so it's tough to do them.
Excellent. Now, to your solo career, you did Dust Bowl and Black Rock. Now, I can understand laying down an album in Miami and Los Angeles, even in Tennessee, but you ended up in Santorini, Greece. Now, how did that come about?
We got a letter. Kevin Shirley got an email from a guy named Costas. It's Greek. They're all named Costas. And he said, I'm building a studio in Santorini, and if you have anybody who would want to work there, or know of anybody, or if you want to come work there, it's we'll be finished by June of 2010. We made this reservation on blueprint plans alone. He had a shell of a building when we said, yeah, we're coming. So when we get there, he literally just run signal through the console for the very first time, this big SSL that they shipped from Paris. And they had just basically finished the fixtures and the fittings and put the last screw in the building, and here we are showing up. And we found in Santorini a magical place, a very creative place, we're in a very isolated part of the island. It's not part of the tourists. We're not in Ia or Fira. We're in Akrotiri. We're slightly north of Akrotiri, and it's goats and some vineyards and a couple of churches and one of the most beautiful skylines you ever wanted to see. And we just found a very, very special place there. So much so that we did Black Rock in its entirety there, and we did 3/4 of Dust Bowl. I think we've come out with some of the best records we've ever done because of that place and how it's influenced the sound of the record. You just cannot help but be influenced by the sound of the studio and your surroundings. And Santorini is a very, very strange place to start making blues rock records, but I encourage anybody with the wherewithal to go down there, and it's a really great place to go.
I've been going since 1991.
It's a beautiful place. Yeah.
Got married there.
Really?
Yeah. It's a magical place.
It's a great place. It's also where the rumored the lost city of Atlantis was. So.
Very nice.
And that mountain in the caldera has only risen in the last 50 years. 3,600 feet out of the caldera.
How many
you think they're going to have another eruption sometime in the next 1,000 years?
Did you watch loads of sunrises and sunsets?
Yeah, I'm not a morning person, so. But yeah, when I record, I could be anywhere. I could be in Hawaii or Santorini. It doesn't matter. I'm not there as a holiday. It's very serious, and it's a lot of pressure because you are writing these are your solo records, and these are your babies, and these are the follow-ups. We were making Black Rock there, which had to be a follow-up to a pretty big record we had called The Ballad of John Henry. So the pressure's on. When you see all these holiday tourists, and it's exactly what you should do when you go to Santorini. You shouldn't be in this little writing room scribbling out lyrics. You don't want to be like that, coming out only for a bit of souvlaki and wine. So the thing is, I take it very seriously. So I was there. I've probably been there for 7 weeks of my life between 2 records, and only was it towards the last part of the second session that I actually got to see some of the island, because I would just sit there and work.
Wow, it's a great place.
Yeah.
It's a great place, inspirational.
Yeah, and you've got loads of unusual instruments. I can't remember.
Baglamas, bouzouki, clarinets.
And they come through quite well.
Yeah.
on Black Rock you did a cover of Leonard Cohen,
We did.
and that he wrote in a Greek island. Was that the inspiration behind
It
it?
wasn't actually, and I subsequently found that out. But it was just, it seemed like again, our thing about our records is we could you stumble upon a good formula like a Slow Gin or a Ballad of John Henry, and it's very easily, you could just make volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, you just plug in the same formula. I don't really want to do that because at the end of the day, I don't believe nothing venture, nothing gain. I think there's got to be risks, you know, like in the Dust Bowl. We have some like Tennessee Plate. That's like Stone Country song, and it's like, you know, I like to keep not only myself but the listener a little on edge, almost to the point of they're a little uncomfortable, you know, because I think once the shock of going, what is this natural sound doing in the Bonamassa record, and you actually listen to it as a whole, the work as a whole, it actually makes sense. And I think that's been part of the master plan here, and it's something I like to do. My thing is I'd rather go for it and fail than be in the middle. The thing I fear most about anything in life is being average. Going, it's good. You know, if I try something on this thing and it doesn't work, you fall flat on your face. At least you went for it.
Yeah.
But if you succeed, nothing venture, nothing gain. People think it's some kind of like divine intervention, but it does take some risk.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I don't want to ever play it safe. If I start playing it safe, that means I'm doing the autopilot thing, and it's not fair to the fans who put me here and allow me to do this for a living. So.